Hey friends, welcome back to another video. So today I'm making some plates out of slabs, and this is for my Enchanted Forest collection. So I had the idea of stamping in lots of leaves and flowers just to make them very like woodland themed. And yeah, it's the first time I'm making this kind of style of plate, so I thought I'd film the process for you guys. So just so you can get a better idea of what I mean, this is one of them. I have these kind of wood block stamps that I'm using to just freestyle a kind of pattern. I kind of wanted to make it fairly symmetrical, obviously because they're round plates, but yeah, just kind of making them all slightly different. I'm also going to use 3 different types of clay, so my glazes kind of turn out slightly different on them as well. So yeah, these are all of the wood block stamps I've got. I just got these from Etsy, but I'll link these ones down below, but you can obviously get them kind of anywhere, or rubber kind of stamps might work as well. Yeah, so this is kind of the mix of kind of foliage inspired stamps I had. I tried to get leaves that are a little bit more symmetrical, and same about flowers, so that, you know, you can kind of get a bit more of a symmetrical pattern using them. I have a few outside. So these ones are just drying in the sun. I've got them on this foam former. So I'll obviously link this down below as well. And then this is a slightly bigger one. So yeah, I thought I would film my next one. So I've just wedged out some clay and I'm just going to roll it out. So just using the rolling pin to flatten it a little bit before I start. And this one is going to be one of the bigger sizes, so I'm actually just using a set of mixing bowls from the kitchen, so I get like a small, medium, large kind of plate. So yeah, just rolling this clay out. So you can also just slap it down just to stretch it out quite fast, and then roller it. There we go. Okay, so now we're getting somewhere with it. I'm gonna start trying to be a bit even with the force. You can get some spacers to control like the thickness of the clay. I find sometimes with big pieces my like rolling pin isn't big enough, so I'm just freestyling this one. So I have a bit of irregularity in the clay just because it's from the reclaim, so it doesn't have like the same elastic as fresh clay. But yeah, I'm just going to use this rib just to smooth it over. So I've just popped this on a board. I'm just gonna remove that excess clay that's hanging off. Just gonna use this chopstick just to give a rough kind of outline before I actually like commit to cutting it. So there we go. And now I'm just gonna release it, just make sure it's not stuck to the board. I'm going to decide on my design. This one will be pretty, so kind of place it where I think the middle is, and just giving it a rough measurement for each side just to see if it's in the more or less in the middle. So I got 11.5, 12.5, 12, 12. I think that's more or less in the middle. I think it's not a perfect way to do it, but we're kind of not, I don't care too much about it. I just want to have it more or less in the middle. And now I'm just gonna push it in, and I find the best way is just to tap it with my rolling pin, just to get it like an even push down, and then release it. Yay! This would be really cute for Christmas, like lots of them, like a snowflake. Should I do any more? No, I think I want to do this big leaf because it's a big plate. So some of the bigger ones I have, I kind of want to save them for the big kind of plate. So let's do this one. Oh wow, oh that's so nice. I love that. Cool, okay. I'm thinking, yeah, I can probably get one here and then let's see what will fit in there, but I kind of want it to be more or less even, so and 2, yeah. I like the idea of having this leaf. Maybe I overlap it. I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna overlap it. See how that looks. Kind of funny, but I like it. Nice. I love that. Okay, and then what can go in there? I think I'm going to try this small leaf. Maybe I can do it that way. Yeah, that might be nice. I'm going to do it like the opposite way round. Cute. And then now I have some space in here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. It's like a, what is this, like a dandelion. Gonna plop that in between, see how that looks. Yeah, nice. And I'm kind of just doing more on this side, just so that the it's not too into the rim. I don't want it to have like something that it's gonna crack along, so I'm trying not to make it too deep where the rim is gonna get cut. Oh my god, I love it. It looks so cute. So now I'm just gonna release it a little bit from the, just in case me like patting it down has made it really stiff. And now I'm just going to place that back on top, and then I'm gonna cut it out. There we are, really pretty plate. So again, I'm just gonna try to just release, yeah, just to let go. I'm just gonna sponge that edge just really gently, just to get rid of all those bits. What I'm gonna use is this like foam bowl, it's like a hollow foam bowl, and I think I'm gonna just try to place it inside, so that it kind of gravity like makes it bowl out, so it's a bit of a rounded, more of a dish really. So I don't know how I'm going to film that because it's a bit fiddly, so I think I'll just pop you up here and let's see if you can see the bowl. Yeah, so trying to make it as even as possible, and then kind of push those out to the edge. Okay, it's much better than I thought. Okay, cool. Gonna just leave it like that. What you can do if you want is just like tap it a bit, just to really like get it in there, but I don't want it to like, you know, I just want it to be just a little bit bowled out. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I'm gonna leave this to dry outside. And actually this is one I made earlier, so I kind of just can show you taking it out. This is slightly different. This has been on a kind of a donut. So I'm just gonna plop it on just a really flat bat. Just, yeah, okay. Just plop that on there. And again, gravity is just going to make that bottom part flat. Just slowly smooth over the sides. Of course, I'm going to, once it dries out a bit, I can properly do it just to make it much neater. But just now, I just want to get it into a nice shape. Yeah. So I'm going to leave that to dry. So I've just kind of finished all those plates. So this is one of them that I did in red clay that looks really hopeful, and these ones I did at the beginning on this tray here, so they've dried out a little bit like this, but the patterns all look so cute. So what I did was that I just flipped the, so all I've done is flipped over the plate and smoothed over the bottom. So if I just flip this one over, yeah, I've just sponged and smoothed that over, did my maker's mark, and then flipped them back over and just kind of made sure that the rim was really smooth with a sponge. And now I'm just going to let them dry really slowly. They will warp a little bit, but I think that kind of adds to the charm of them. So for example, this one, you can see is not completely like symmetrical, but I think that kind of looks nice. I'm excited to kind of see all of their little like irregularities, especially this big one. So it's glazing day and some of the plates have come out and they look really cute. So today I'm gonna do my glazing. So I'm first gonna sand. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now and I'll probably show you how I just dip them. So I'm just glazing the plate now. I'm gonna do it in this really cute, like really autumnal brown. This is called Salsa Tomoku. So it's, yeah, based on a Tomoku glaze. And I'm hoping to glaze it a bit thicker so it comes out this dark brown. So yeah, I'm going to do that now. So this is the plate I'm going to do. This is in my lighter clay. This is like a flecked clay. So I'm just mixing it up quickly. I find toilet brushes work the best. Just mixing this up. So this is a very like iron-rich glaze, I think. So yeah, I'm hoping for a really nice warm brown. So I want to stamp the back of this. I have the collection stamp and I'll show you how I stamp it, but because of that I'm just going to pour the glaze in to the middle of the plate. And then I'm just going to swirl it around, being really careful. So this one, yeah, because of the pattern, it's a little bit tricky actually to get it right up to the edge cleanly. That, and then I'm just gonna pour it out, and I just have a sponge that I use just to clean up all around the edge, just so kind of has a raw edge which can look nice, but it also just helps me to clean up the glaze all around the outside, just like that. Just wipe any that's come onto the other side. Yeah, because of the iron it's actually a bit hard to wipe off, but so hopefully I won't see that after firing, but kind of just wiping as much of it off as I can. Like that. And now I'm going to stamp it. I think I'm going to stamp it this way. So I have this potter's pad in brown, which is an underglaze pad. So I'm just going to, this stamp I actually get from the English Stamp Company. And it's a custom stamp that I made the design. So I've started stamping each of my collections, and this is going to be part of the Enchanted Forest Collection. So try to aim it in the middle and then push it down. Yay! Just because they're not, the bottoms of these aren't completely flat, so I just want it to make sure it has a good imprint. But yeah, it looks like that. So Blank Earth, Enchanted Forest. And yeah, I'll load this in the kiln with the others. So I've just unloaded all the plates out of the kiln. Totally in love with them all. This is glazed in a brown Tomoku, little stamp on the back. This is in yellow, so I just go through them. I love this green, it's so lovely and foresty, like a real forest green. And actually the design pops so nicely with this glaze. This is like a fake chino we've made, so we fire an electric kiln, but it kind of looks like it was fired in a kind of wood kiln, which has really like autumnal colours. And then this is in goldstone, so this has like a beautiful crackle to it. And then this one I glazed a bit too thickly, but I think still looks lovely, but you kind of miss some design. But yeah, the glaze is a bit too thick on this one, but I still think it looks really lovely. And I also just wanted to show you these ones I've just unloaded. This one is so pretty. Really pretty, like crackle glaze. I think the design came out real nice on this one. Again, this one came out a bit thick, so it kind of obscured some of the design, which is a little bit annoying, but you still get this like really cute flower in the middle. And then this is like that chino glaze on red clay. And then this white glaze on the red clay, which I think looks really lovely. So I hope you enjoyed that little tutorial, and I think I might make some more for Christmas as well. I think kind of glazing them in more like frosty, Christmassy colours, and trying to like probably do this design a little bit like snowflake-like will look really nice, but still kind of has that like earthy look to it. But yeah, I'd be interested if you guys make any of your own. Let me know if you have any questions down below, and until next time, bye.